you think the next hero will hail from, and what hero will go and provoke them to join the battle? My bets are on a conquistador lawbringer making his way to Mesoamerica and inviting the Aztecs to join the party, but what do you think?
I can see the future!
I made that prediction on July 27th, 2022, and exactly 1 year later, we're getting an Aztec hero. Unfortunately, my prediction about the hero getting the conquistador skin was off. But in hindsight, having the hero infamous for spreading sickness and disease be the one to go visit the Aztecs should have been more obvious to me. If I had a nickel for every time Warmonger's corruption has paralleled real-world events, I'd have 2 nickels. Which isn't a lot, but it's weird that it happened twice. The 4th and newest Outlander added to For Honor, Ocelotl, translates to Jaguar Warrior in the Aztec language of Nahuatl. Plain name, but you won't forget it. The original furry fighters, Jaguar Warriors don the titular predator as they believe it gives them the Jaguar's ferocity and stealth in battle, which we'll talk about later. Their weapon of choice is what many of us hoped for, the famous Macuitl the Aztecs were known for, a large wooden paddle with blades of volcanic glass embedded into the sides of it. It's paired with a Tepostapili, the love child of a halberd and a spear covered in sharp obsidian. Despite being a Jaguar Warrior, it's not the only animal this hero can wear, as you can dress up as an Eagle Warrior, effectively changing the hero's name to Ocelotl. Or you can dress up in 100% genuine snake leather. The other armor set has 3 variations with big spooky masks, and all variations have an alternate version. Alternate headpieces typically show off your color and material better. Chest alternates either remove the engraving on the shield on your back or adhere to Edna Mode's dress code, while alternate arms basically just determine if both your left and right arm match. All the variations, regardless of being an alternate or not, are pretty good at working with your chosen colors. I can already tell many people will be drawn to the Revenant set because... and like me, you'll probably spend way too long and way too much steel painting the alternate set. At one point I somehow ended up making the Mesoamerican Red Skull. I thought I was being original with that, but yeah, no. It feels like you can get away with almost any combination of armor, color, and material to make something work, hopefully meaning you won't come across 2 of the same looking warriors on the battlefield ever. I say almost any combination because, well, I tried to create a furry Frankenstein outfit stitching together each animal with bright blue paint, and I don't think it worked too well.
Please kill me.
This is one of the few heroes where I think the brighter colors actually work better, meaning Florida is finally good for something. If you haven't already noticed or guessed, as an Outlander hero your ornaments are decorative shoulder pads, and you have access to a variety of assets from the other 4 factions like paint patterns, outfits, and effects. The weapons are nice, I'll give them that, but the engravings give you no tactical advantage whatsoever. There's an elite outfit that launches with the new hero, Aztec Hunt, which comes with the hero if you purchase the Ocelotl hero offer. There's also another unique ornament that only comes with owning the hero offer. Like the other elite outfits that launch with the new heroes, I assume it can be bought for 7,000 steel once the hero can be purchased with steel in 2 weeks' time. Also coming is your opportunity to own a pet jaguar with the limited time Majestic Jungle Illustrious outfit. Ocelotl comes with 4 unique finishers, although because I'm afraid of the big yellow and red dollar signs, I've opted to censor them here. Don't worry though, I've still uploaded the ones with blood and dismemberment, just not in this video. You might be wondering where's that blow dart execution seen in the hero's trailer? It's there for 10k steel and a limited time, but can be purchased for any hero. The new hero has got a little bit of everything when it comes to emotes, including the For Honor staple of hurting himself. But if you're worried about what emotes are best for spamming, then I've got you covered. There's two unique signatures for Ocelotl, Stalker's Perch and Rain and Thunder, which doesn't summon rain or thunder, but instead the sun. He also has access to a decent amount of universal executions, emotes including Snake Crossing and, ironically, Handle with Care. He's also got paired emotes and several signatures. Alongside the hero's release is the Hunt of the Ocelotl Event Pass, which includes a Tenochtitlan battle outfit, ornament, and effect that can be unlocked for all heroes. Jaguars are apex predators, and the Jaguar warriors are determined to be the same, with a relentless offense that throws anything and everything at their opponent. And I mean it. Light attacks hit with the spear, heavy attacks hit with the club, pressing both hits with both, and you can bash. You can press any button, anytime, and if it's not the same button twice in a row, your combos go on as long as you've got stamina or your opponent has health. The catch is, some moves' properties change depending on when they're thrown in a chain. Chain and finisher lights are very quick. Finisher heavies are unblockable. Zone attacks have hyper armor. And while all bashes deal direct damage, chain bashes are slower but can be feinted. The end result is a hero that overwhelms opponents with a flurry of attacks and no real pattern that has to be followed. It's terribly ironic that he very much fits the Unga Bunga playstyle of no thoughts, head empty, just which fits the aggressive and unrelenting nature of a Jaguar. What I think they missed on was the stealthy predator aspect of a Jaguar. Moving your guard down puts you in Hunter stance, a special stance that lets you pounce on an opponent and pin them momentarily. Like Hidden Stance, it can dodge attacks, but you can only perform the one unfaintable heavy. But hey, at least you can walk faster in the stance. The move can damage twice, once upon the initial hit, and again when ripping out the club if not interrupted. Kinda weird the second hit doesn't apply bleed, considering A, it would make for great synergy with bleed heroes, and B, the club is literally lined in glass. But I digress. I think a really cool addition to the stance itself would be to make it activate stealth, turning it into a stalking stance so you could launch surprise attacks, especially since stealth isn't even one of the tier 1 feats available to the Jaguar warrior. But let's be real, even if stealth was an option, I'm sure everyone would still be choosing Huntsman's Spirit. This unique tier 1 feat lets you go for a leisurely yet speedy spirit walk if you aren't ledged or executed. While on the other side, your enemies can't see you and you've got 1 minute to find where you want to respawn. Choose to be a spirit of vengeance and take down your killer. Go help a friend in need. Or, what should be the most obvious choice, theft. The longer you wait to respawn, the more health you come back with, but obviously the longer out of commission you are. In Tier 2, the unique passive Crybaby will mark your killer for death, revealing them on the map and reducing their defense for a short time. The Tier 3 is Bloodlust, but swapping the defense boost for speed. And Trapper's Reach is Scorpion's Spear from Mortal Kombat. It can only be used while locked onto an opponent. The spear damages and bleeds opponents before pulling them in for a guaranteed guard break. Unlike old Shinobi's ranged attacks, the only counterplay here is to dodge. I'm not gonna lie though, I'm a little shocked and disappointed that Scout isn't a Tier 4 feat using the Death Whistle instead of the Horn. Just like when I first saw these feats, you probably have a lot of questions. Thankfully, we've got answers. Starting things off with the Tier 1. Once you've unlocked the feat, you can't be revived or respawn normally with full health, so you're fully committed to using it. There's no way to speed up the healing either, as you can't activate Second Wind, and Regenerate, an allied Griffin, or your own Stalwart banner will not affect you. Feline Agility doesn't further boost your speed when on the other side, although I'd love to see how fast it would make you go. The feat does not work in elimination or in brawls with feats turned on. However, you can directly spawn on Dominion zones and banners in Breach or Tribute. You can't spawn too close to allies or enemies, including minions and the Commander or Guardian in Breach. You can, however, spawn on enemy traps or fire flasks, but unlike a normal respawn, you don't have a period of invulnerability. Which is fine, because while spirit walking, you are completely immune to damage. The only things I thought that had a chance of revealing someone in the spirit realm were Shaolin's Chi traps, Scout, or if they would proc corruption even from beyond the grave. None of that worked. You might think to get a pair of gamer headphones and listen in, but they only make noise when jumping from a ledge, which likely won't be often.
Fall damage doesn't hurt.
But I hurt you.
What? Yep, I heard the scream.
We tried to think of everything, and I'm pretty sure we did, but if there's anything else that we missed or anything that you're curious about for the Tier 1, let me know down below. The Tier 2 feat Vengeful Mask only applies to an enemy if they themselves deliver the killing blow. That means if you get thrown off a ledge, technically your opponent didn't kill you, the ground did, so the debuff isn't applied. The same goes for being killed by friendly fire. Trapper's Reach has pretty good range and can be used to pull enemies off of ledges.
Fatality.
If you catch someone with it mid-jump or on a zipline, however, you'll only deal the damage and bleed, but it won't pull them. Finally, I am happy to report that yes, you can flip the Tier 4 feat just like old Shinobi's ranged attacks, even directly if you see it coming. Although BP avoids direct damage, he does still bleed. At a glance, the perk selection doesn't look that strong, but I did test it and Radiant Rebound does work even when spawning anywhere on the map with the Tier 1 feat. Clever Tactics also looks appealing since you can spawn directly on capture points, but I'll have more to say about what I think are the best perk and feat choices in the how-to video. Last but not least, I can give you a tour of the newly renovated Shard. There's stolen Aztec treasure here, lots of gold here, Midas the Minion, a rooftop garden, and my pet snake. That about wraps it up for this video. What do you think of the new hero, and do you plan on playing them when they come out? Let me know down below. Huge shout out to these lovely individuals for sparing their time to play and help out with this video, and a massive thank you to my supporters on Patreon, especially Shadow and Josh. Have a good one. I'll see you on the how-to video soon.